To you, stats-wise.
Big boost from their bench there, guys, in that first quarter. They did a nice job coming in and really giving this team a lift.
Yeah, it's a nice attribute to have. Firepower coming off the pine early. That's good stuff.
Brandon Knight spent 1 season in Kentucky, now in his 4th season in the NBA. Still young and a hard worker. Fearless on the court. I think a lot of upside still there for him.
And for the Magic, the kid, he's in at the point. Gordon out there with Andrew Nicholson. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Harkless in at the small forward position. You talk about Brandon Knight's scrappiness. He ended up on some posters trying to make the right defensive play.
I think you and everybody else remembers that DeAndre Jordan dunk. But you got to give him credit. He was trying to make a defensive play and ended up getting posterized. But I like his effort at that end of the floor.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Parker and Henson, the duo inside. Brandon Knight is out there with Walters, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the small forward.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, for Giannis Antetokounmpo and his brother Thanasis, a second-round pick, a dramatic change of fortune. Living in Athens, they struggle. Thanasis said, we'd be on the street selling a toy, a watch, something. And it's a good day because we didn't starve that day. Guys, their attitude hasn't changed. They try to save every penny.
They know how much every dollar can matter. Doris, thanks.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
It's deflected. Harkless with the steal. Here's the kid. Rebound, Milwaukee. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And it's hard to point out anything that they did well in that loss. The game never got out of hand, but they were pretty shaky across the board.
And, Steve, you know how optimistic and positive I am, and I had a tough time finding anything positive either. I mean, my goodness, they did keep it somewhat close. I guess that's the best I can say at this point.
Well, what's the old saying? If you can't say something nice about someone, don't say anything at all.
And even though the team lost last time out, he managed to be a bright spot in the game, always a positive for a young player trying to make a name for himself.
Well, Kevin, it goes without question he would have liked to have been part of a win. But as far as impressing the coach, I think he did everything he could in his debut to do that.
Parker against Gordon. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's the kid. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to Memphis.
Tough game to lose, really. They actually put up a great fight, I thought. But you know, when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah, I think it's something they learn from, though. I mean, you have to convert the positives, even from a loss like that, into momentum for your next game. They got to take what they did well and kind of double down the efforts here tonight.
The rebound by the Bucks.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
And Walters kicks tonight. At the top of the key, Walters. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. No good from the kid.
Last season was a tough one for the Bucks, but for the man they call the Greek Freak, it was a great situation. Able to play big minutes and kind of took his lumps early, but he's got a chance to be an excellent player.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the
Parker
fourth.
sets the screen for Knight. Harkless with the steal. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. Here's the kid. And that one's good. The kid's got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
6 on the shot clock. Parker's shot is off.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Here's the kid. Connects from three-point range. And it's a 5-point Magic lead.
The kid takes him to school.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Walters passes to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Parker. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
No good from the kid. Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo dishes to Walters. Parker outside. They set the pick. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Parker's got 4 this quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Dishes to Harkless. Takes the 3. And there it is again. Nice make there from the kid. The kid's got 19 points. Now, here is Knight. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free.
That's the way to shoot the rock. Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
So it's Orlando now. They trail by 11. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And, you know, Kevin, despite the outcome, I think they got to be feeling pretty good coming into this game. There were a lot of positives they can take away from that performance.
Yeah, you can't dwell on the final score in that case. You have to think about the things you did well and build on those.
On the court for the Mavericks. Dirk and Chandler up front. Ellis is out there with Devin Harris. And it's Aminu in at the 3. The kid, he's checked in for Peyton.
Here's a look at some of the stats for Ellis. This past month, he's really set himself apart. You see how he matches up numbers-wise. He's averaging 19 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. The points have been coming for him at a prodigious rate, and that's exactly what they depend on, his scoring ability and his drive.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he is, a driven player, Steve. Someone who can take an opposing defense and just shatter it with his ability.
Orlando making some changes. Comes in for Channing Frye. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Harris. Brandon Wright's checked in for the Mavericks. Chandler Parsons comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. 6 to shoot. Parsons passes to Wright. Here's the kid, guarded by Harris. Shot on the wing. The shot's good from the kid. The kid's got his first bucket in this one. Mavericks leading by 7. Parsons on the wing. Left side Parsons. Harris kicks to Ellis. Aminu dishes to Ellis. Just 4 to shoot. Shot is off. And Orlando the other way now. Monte Ellis, a scoring combo guard. The highest career scoring average ever, Steve, for a player never to be selected as an all-star in this league.
Man, he's always been on that borderline. Some of it, Kevin, has to do with, you know, he's only been on a winning team 3 of his 8 seasons. 2 of those in Golden State, and then, of course, last year in Dallas. But you also think about the depth in the backcourt in the Western Conference. Boy, it's tough to make that all-star team.
There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's the kid, guarded by Harris. Here's the kid. That 3 off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Harris with it. Now guarded by the kid. Aminu, the pass to Parsons. Dallas moving it around. The Mavericks shoot their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First free throw is good. Orlando making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Victor Oladipo. And Dallas with a change here too. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Ellis. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's the kid. Mavericks with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Last season they had a very easy time with this club, and of course being East versus West, they only got to face them twice, but I'm sure they wish they had them on the schedule more often. It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
And as welcome back, everyone. A lopsided.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead. The Magic trailed by 5.
One thing you know when it comes to the Mavericks is they're not going to sit back and stand pat. They want to reload, not rebuild at the end.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Dirk and Chandler up front. Jameer Nelson is out there with Ellis. And it's Amin, the small forward. Well, there's no lack of range in this. The leading three-point shooters among the ranks of the NBA's big men the last month. You look at Fry, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
It's amazing these days. There's just so many good outside shooting big men. That didn't used to be the case in the NBA, but now the floor is spread all over the place because you've got so many big-time shooters at that 4 and 5 spot.
Yeah, you make a good point there, Steve. Big guys shooting the ball well. It's part and parcel of the game now. You go back a generation, there were only a fraction of big men who can knock down outside shots like we're seeing currently.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, clearly Dirk Nowitzki plans to be a Maverick for the rest of his career. He signed a 3-year, $25 million deal this offseason. He was offered max contract money from other franchises, but took much less to stay with Dallas and make another run at it. Rare to see a franchise and the player so committed to each other in this day and age, guys.
Yeah, championship mentality, Doris. Good point. Thanks. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Nelson dishes to Ellis. Now, here is Nelson. Not a lot of room. Passes it to Nowitzki. 6 to shoot. Goes up to the stripe. Nelson, no luck.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And it's Harris off the drive. Here's the kid. He's guarded by Ellis. Shoots. No good from the kid.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
And Aminu kicks to Nelson. From 12 feet out. That's good. Nelson's got 12.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's the kid, guarded by Nelson. The kid, Chandler with the block. And they're able to recover. Harris passes to the kid. The three-pointer off the mark.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Nelson outside. And there's the feed to Aminu. Pass to Ellis. And that one's good. And it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
Coach Rick Carlisle is really a competitive guy. He's hardworking, brings a razor-sharp intensity to the job. A former NBA player himself, but he's not what you would call a player's coach. At least he doesn't fit that description as we've become accustomed to hearing it applied. He's not buddy-buddy with this guy. He is clearly all business.
And Nowitzki with the stuff.
He didn't have to get off the ground very far for that one. The big man with the slam.
Well, he makes up for any lack of athleticism with that tremendous size, Clark.
Yeah, he's not exactly a smooth operator, but what he is powerful. And when he gets positioned in the lane, he can go up and get it done.
And Steve, when you played, was it important really to have a coach who really connected with players on the floor, or was it all about business?
No, I think it's important to connect with your players on a personal level. You need to get to know them, and they need to get to know you. There's got to be a healthy amount of trust for the relationships to work.
And the pass to the kid. Soft touch off the glass. The kid's got 9 points in the quarter.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Here's Nelson. 14 points for him. Nowitzki sets a screen for Nelson. First trip to the line for him here.
Well, he shoots the ball with a lot of confidence from the line. Very comfortable.
Get in his face.
In the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Teams deciding to change it up.
Man, looks like someone stole your puppy.
Yeah, man, shoot, we had that in our back pocket and let it get away.
You want to hear a secret?
Yeah, sure.
Key to lasting in this league is never getting too high when you win and never getting too low when you lose.
So the loss don't mean anything?
Of course it means something. It means I need to learn from it and move on. Every loss is like an anchor on a rope. Either let it go or it's gonna drown you. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.